Hello there, my fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens. Episode 11, Poisoned Skies. Ground pen scanner is done. Next up, we are going to want to pursue machining, which does not require the high-tech research bench, so that we can pursue multi-analyzer. It's also probably not worth clearing the snow here anymore, as that's a permanently unroofed section that is just going to get snowed over regularly. So we don't have to keep making smaller trips. I'm just going to do all the steel now. That's a bit better. Having spare mortars is really nice too. So now that we have ground pen scanning, we can place it here and try to offer whoever's sitting on that chair, or stool in this case, a little bit of comfort. And then at least one heater as a source of light and also a way to offset some of the external temperatures. So as you can see in here, if I mouse over, it is unroofed, but it's not open. I don't think the heater is going to do much difference, though. Yeah, it's not really making a dent. We would need a lot more. Ooh, a toxic fallout. Well, okay then. So my plan for the toxic fallout is to try to get the things that need to be hauled in immediately, so that we can kind of turtle for the toxic fallout. Because it's not going to be safe for us to exit the base at this point. Or soon, I should say. So Nabla, instead of research, let's have you go down here, and I'm going to have her... Oh, Jesus. I was going to have her caravan the stuff back, but we're getting another siege. This siege is unfortunate. What is their longest range weapon? Because I think it's a case where I can send 3 of my shooters to go deal with this, because we outrange them so significantly. So Fishpick, I'm going to have you consume a meal, and Paragadog, I'm going to have you get down here. You're going to be behind the walls. So Paragadog is going to hoover up all this loot. And the other 3 are going to go deal with the raid. Get them removed from the map tile, let's say. But I don't want my toxic fallout to build up too much, so hope to deal with this quickly. Do a lot of micromanagement as a result. I'm also going to be able to go back to rice-based meals, or simple meals in a second here, because we're about to get a harvest of rice. Getting hits would be nice, guys. There we go. Oh, is this Tony Cefalu? It is indeed. You know you've played enough RimWorld when you can be like, Tony? Oh, I know Tony. So we're spreading the damage out to try to keep them from rushing us before they're bleeding badly. But they're going to start mortaring, so... Wow, we shot his nose off without injury. Okay, they are assaulting the colony. Time to fall back. And we got mortar barrels, components, a whole lot of extra stuff here. Progadog, have you arrived? Okay, Progadog has arrived, and my plan was, just because of the toxic fallout, I was allowing them to, like, haul inefficiently up until now. Just because I don't like to do the caravanning trick, unless it can't be helped, but we're definitely in the can't be helped type situation now, so I am getting Progadog to get all that loot and get it back to the base. Okay, I don't see anything else here, so on your way back in, we will load up some extra slag, go overweight, I don't really care, and then haul one of the slag in. Trying to have a min-max. Actually, is there? No, there isn't any drugs for him to consume. Because I do see his mood. Okay, I think it's time for us to muster into the actual walls. And Fish picks up just hanging out while everyone is defending. It do be like that. Alright, so Progadog has 2 slag and then everything else from that siege site. And we are getting based up. Oh, okay, a map. I hadn't really checked what's in their pockets. Okay, there isn't much that we're missing out besides that map. And this is Prime Army, so there's really no point in capturing and releasing. They will never like us. Alright, raid is over. Back to trying to get the, deal with the toxic fallout and the ground pen scanning. And I'll likely caravan the other stuff up here in one run. Once we get this underway. So for now, I want everyone behind the walls. And Nabla. Let's see if we can't start ground pen scanning. So Zeusin uninstall. We're going to do no research for now. Come on, Axios, eat. Okay, now that Axios is eaten, Nobla's researching. So Zeusin, Axios, Fishpick are going to go up to the northwest to pillage this site. Paragadog is going to hang out in base. He's a bit in a mood, and I'm going to offer him some ambrosia and tea. Yeah, there's tea. To help bolster his mood. And we are starting to ground scan for the first time. Oh, sorry, dog treat, yes. A Yoda auto feeder would be weird? Yes, it would. So, ground scans. I might flick this on if there's extra power just for the light as the user scan speed goes up. I probably should just install a light, to be honest, for the power watt usage. This doesn't look like a fun place to live. You know, I think anywhere in the world that we are in is an unfun place to live. So while I don't necessarily disagree with you, it might be better than everywhere else. Alright, this site is nearly resource stripped. There is a little bit of steel that I won't be able to take this run. There is 40 steel left. But all in all, yeah, pretty good. Did I fix the thing with map reveal? No. I mean, it's just a bug with the mod. I'm not going to fix the mod. So, the map reset, but, like, there's an underlying bug that hasn't been addressed, and I don't plan on it, because I don't care. I probably won't go for that steel, so that we don't have toxic buildup. And mostly because, unless we need it, I have so much slag here in the base, it's not a make or break situation. Okay, caravan farming is cancelled. Unloading our pockets full of our loot. And we're scanning. Alright, there we go. So we have lights. Heating is going to be hard to supply to that room, but at least we have lights. And because now that we're on house arrest, or rather base arrest, or whatever you want to call it, due to the toxic fallout, I'll have Zeusin start to research with Nobla. So 1 ground scans, 1 researches. Because there's not a whole lot else to do, given the weather condition. It is finally clear, though. So Axios, I'm going to grab you for just a moment. Scimitar Gorge revealed. Nah, it actually worked this time. Yeah, we do have a lot of slag. I've been waiting for the batteries to sort of fill a little bit more up so that I can smelt the slag without draining the batteries too badly. I did want clothing at some point, yeah. I'll do meals first because we're almost out of meals, and then do the clothing. Fibercorn is base game. Ooh boy, he's cooking. I guess he has to learn. I just hope he doesn't poison us. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of idleness. So it might also be an opportunity to do deep drilling for like just slate chunks and the like. For now, I think instead of that, I'll do the slag. But then we can deep drill for like slate. Oh, Paragadog was scanning. I guess that's fine. I'll have it to 4s. All the holes in the walls got patched. Good. And our steel amount is seeing a bit of a boon, which is fantastic. Now, the idleness is kind of unavoidable, but I really didn't want people to get ill. One of the big reasons is toxic buildup, once high enough, will affect consciousness in the same way that hypothermia does. And mixing both toxic buildup and hypothermia is a recipe for death, essentially. So, I'd rather be unproductive than dead. I don't know about having you as a scanner, though. You know, I take it back. If I'm having that thing on, I want people that I can actually use it scan. Because the inside of our base and the inside of this heated, quote-unquote, heated room is the same temperature, I'll just leave the door open. So I think it's time, as crazy as it sounds, to install the wood-fired arc core. Firm priority? Install the wood-fired arc core. And while we do that, there is another proposal I have for you guys to consider. The 5th proposal. The stalwarts would like to enshrine charity within their beliefs, and the pilgrims would like to further dedicate themselves towards hard labor. The stalwarts are willing to compromise, enshrining charity and then offering the pilgrims an additional hour of recreation. And the pilgrims are willing to compromise, dedicating themselves towards hard labor, where the stalwart research facilities will be improved through sculptures or higher quality walls or the like. Or multi-analyzers or sterile tiles. You know, that kind of improvement. So, what say you, voters? And while risking sounding like a broken record, please vote along your party lines of your self-assigned party. So if you consider yourself a pilgrim, you should not be voting for a stalwart, and vice versa. And it looks like we have a bit of a compromise. So the pilgrims are willing to, would like to take on harder labor tasks. But they will agree that the research facilities be improved. That's fair. Okay. Here is the result of that in terms of ideology. Oh, I have to make one more change behind the scenes. Oh, come on, misclicking like crazy. Okay. So the pilgrims now have a higher woodcutting yield by only 10%. Not that there is a lot of trees, but they're better at that kind of hard labor. And one of the other things that we're going to agree to is some of the sterile silver will be dedicated towards sterile material. So we'll get that research going. And here comes the wood-fired arc core. Zeusin is going to refuel it. And as a result, the power output of this is much higher. Much higher, as you can see. And if we burn 700 fuel, we can upgrade it once again. So what I'm planning on doing with all of this bonus is using the power to expand our hydroponics a little bit and to research on the high-tech research bench. Because during the day, we are breaking even for power, and then at night, our batteries will be able to recuperate. Just gonna nudge a whole bunch of stuff around. There we go. So with the added power, we'll be able to add some grow benches. And then likewise, I would like to get the clothing tailor so that we can get our clothing repaired a bit more. So some of these additional grow benches are going to be specifically for cotton, so that we have the material in order to maintain our clothing. So 4,000 watt excess during the night. Not bad. And because of the siege sites components coming in, as well as the siege site steel and the slag steel, we're able to afford some additional hydro benches. So I'm putting 3 new hydro benches in, and I'm planting cotton in them. All of the sleeping bags have since been disassembled. Can we build an extra battery? I don't have the tech. Ooh, Progadog failed at construction. Even at construction 7. I mean, yeah, that can happen at construction 7. That's an unnecessary waste of stuff. I don't like that at all. Alright, so this was supposed to be cotton. As will this be. And here's the shirt that Zeusin made for herself. Now, I only have 350 steel left. While true, there's still a lot of slag out here yet to be hauled. So there's plenty of slag available, plus there's some steel up there as well. I just don't want to grab it unless we absolutely need to, because of the current weather effects. Look at all this idleness. Let's go ahead and start mining the deep drill for slate and turning that slate into cut stone so that we can get more flooring and walls and the like. Not a bad use of time. I can also probably shut down the light here because the wood fire generator does produce a decent amount of light. So Fish Pick, his work area is illuminated, which is nice. Here we go. Here's some meals. I guess we'll trust Progadog again. What is your cooking skill up to now? Still 4? What's a little vomiting between friends, right? And if you're wondering about friends, Progadog doesn't really have much relationship with Nabla, but is in really good terms with everybody else. Fishpick obviously is engaged to Nabla and is pretty good friends with everybody else. Axios, married and friends. Zeusin and Nabla somehow are acquaintances, despite the fact that they belong to the same ideology. That's unexpected. The other thing that we could consider is leadership roles. So, quick question for you guys. Should we have elections? And what I mean by that is electing a leader for both the stalwarts and for the pilgrims. Give you one more minute to vote on that. And then you can vote for the leaders. There's not really a choice for Zeusin. She's gonna run unopposed. But the leader for between Axios and Progadog could be one or the other. They're both members. I like how you're praying in the Stalwarts Hall. I had considered zone restricting them so they don't go into each other's halls, but like, they wouldn't not be allowed to. Not unless there was a lot of open hostilities, which there aren't. The Toxophila, I think, is going away. Things don't look so green. Worst of the ashes settled. So, no corpse and unrestricted. Nice. We're able to move about again. So we're grabbing mostly slag. Random interval find, 3.4 days, guaranteed to find 70%. Not very far. And then machining is underway, but not very far on that front either. Fishpick and Nabla, formally getting married. Sweet. Celebrating a wedding. Second wedding of the colony. And that should help with their moods, I suspect. I guess Paragadog couldn't care less. No, he's coming. I think he's... Oh, no, he even got the attendant to the wedding. Just late. Very, very late. And then as a result of this, Paragadog is going to be offered up, as he is a pilgrim. The nicest bed available. Which is this excellent one. And once I have the material, there will be an attempt to make nicer bed for the rest of the pilgrims. Oh, a volcanic winter. That's going to be rough. You guys think we should have elections? Who should lead the pilgrims? So, it's between Paragadog and Axios? Or, Paragadog. Yeah, I never say it right. There you go. Pilgrims, you're the only ones that should be voting. If you identify as a stalwart, don't vote. And then, as far as the flip side goes, Zeusin is the only one to be given the position, and Nabla wants to attend that leadership swearing in. What are they like again? Axios is a kind, bloodlust jogger. Kind of our muscle, if you... Well, not muscle, our shooter, if you will. And then Paragadog is kind of jealous. Shooting, melee, construction, cooking, and then shooting plants, animals, and medicine. And one of the reasons to do this is so that I can hit up... the leader can then boost work drive for their subsequent members. So that research speed can increase. And it looks like Axios is going to become the member for the Pilgrims. I'll do that tomorrow when everyone's up. Army of Scabs. So it's negative 50 roughly. These guys aren't exactly well insulated. Some of them are, but not all. Some melee. I don't see any really long-range weapons. Nothing too concerning. And about a third of them aren't insulated enough to really survive. Alright, got it. Well, the volcanic winter might actually be putting some work in for us. Ooh, we do have a broken ground pen scan, though. Axios getting dictator level votes. He is a founder, and he has Arc Knowledge. Maybe I should explain Arc Knowledge again. So, when it comes to upgrading the Arc, only people with Arc Knowledge can do that. So, the original 4 have Arc Knowledge because they studied the broken Arc device before I broke it down and built one. Paragadog doesn't have Arc Knowledge, so he can only refuel it, but he cannot upgrade it. I did try to explain this in the first stream, and maybe I didn't do a very good job because people were confused in the comments about the rule about someone in the colony must have Arc Knowledge. And in the case that I wanted to add people with arc knowledge, I could send them down to these other arcs here, like this arc prototype, to have someone acquire arc knowledge. Of course, traveling that distance in a frozen world is not an easy task, so it's not all that reasonable to try to add arc knowledge to people unless it's absolutely necessary. Alright, we have got 10 on the incoming with 4 defenders. Totally balanced, just how I like it. And we also have a ton of food to be doled out. Or cooked, I should say. Oh boy! A flash storm with the raid. I'm trying to isolate those that have more dangerous weapons, like heavy SMGs. Leaving the brawlers behind to be lower priority. Flake. Oh, they had a map, but they're dead. Packaged meals. Oh, it's TomTom. He's a navigator. Well, Axios, I think you have some work cut out for you. And these are Army of Scabs, so hypothetically they could be, released. So, to that end... Brazelton. Oh, a stalwart city to the north. Ooh, okay. It's a little weird about the steel knife. I think what I'm going to do so I don't violate the rules is... Well, I guess I could haul it. Never mind. I won't dev mode destroy it. I could just haul it to the water. So in here will be non-biocoded melee weapons. And I'll just do everything that isn't 100%, because that's going to be basically all the weapons. So that it gets hauled out and just discarded. And, whoa, look at your face. You are ugly. Set them up with no food to be released. No, we're not using any medicine on them. We're just patch them up, sans medicine, and that's the best we'll do for them. So here, I want biocoded weapons only that are not melee. And that way, the two stockpiles are kept separate. Okay, we are starving, so how about Zeusin? You cook some food up for us? And we'll see about releasing them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And I know I am overdue for an election here. We've just been, well, we got attacked. We've been a little busy. In my defense. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors on the ice floe.